If the first Pacific Rim made us all feel like giddy 5th graders, Pacific Rim Uprising makes us feel like giddy 5th graders just wrote the movie. Steven S. DeKnight's sequel plays like a $150 million after-school cartoon, a city-leveling monster mash with rock'em sock'em robots. And there's no world in which that's a truly bad thing. Of course, the humans win the day, fighting back the kaiju threat by learning the value of teamwork. Even Ms. Zhao set aside her corporate greed to assist the Jaeger pilots with their mission to stop the kaiju assault on Mount Fuji. But was it all so clear-cut? Let's clear up those pesky little details that you may have missed in the final act. Here's the ending of Pacific Rim Uprising explained. Spoilers ahead, of course. Crazy Newt. Newton Geisler, resident kaiju biological expert, was one of the best characters in the first film. A little crazy, a little genius, he was the one who finally put all the pieces together so the Jaeger pilots knew how to close the breach once and for all. How'd he do it? Drifting with a chunk of kaiju brain.
And I'd like you to know that it's all your fault. It really is. You drove me to this. In which case, I also won. Sort of.
Clearly, it made him a little crazy. When Newton's first introduced in Pacific Rim Uprising, you just think he's kind of a jerk because all that success went to his head. Eventually, though, it's revealed that Newt's private drift sessions with the kaiju hive mind have turned him into a lunatic, brainwashed traitor. And from that point on, all the chaos happening in Tokyo is being controlled by him. Or is it? Right before the mega kaiju leaves Tokyo, it approaches the building where Newt's watching the show and gives him a disapproving look. That kaiju beast kind of wants him dead too. Because even though Newt made it possible for the kaiju to come back, in the end, he was just a pawn for their schemes. Kaiju Centipede. After the breaches are shut down, the Pan-Pacific Defense Corps realizes that 3 kaiju made it to Earth. These 3 baddies all converge on Tokyo, where the remaining Jaegers take a stand to protect the city. In the midst of all this city-saving, Newt releases his swarm of micro-drones that bond the 3 kaiju into one massive Mechagodzilla kaiju, stitching them together like an interdimensional human centipede. If you blinked, you may have missed the transformation. One second there are 3 big lizards, the next there's only one bigger, more menacing one. In an equally quick moment, the film later shows a hologram of the creature with its 3 brains, one for each adjoining kaiju, lined up inside the big beast's body. Kamikaze Strike. So this massive kaiju-tron is heading for Mount Fuji because falling into a volcano is the best way for the precursors, the alien species that created the kaiju, to terraform the Earth to suit their needs. Since the monster has 3 brains, it also has 3 weak spots, and the regular attacks aren't going to work. It'll take too long to destroy one brain, let alone 3 of them. This is no time for sparkle whips. With no other option, Jake Pentecost and Amara launch their Jaeger almost into space, planning to drop it directly onto the kaiju like Kirby's Super Smash Bros. Rock Smash. Knucklehead. When things, whether they be spaceships, meteorites, or robots, fall through the Earth's atmosphere from space, they get hot, like 3,000 degrees hot. So how did Jake and Amara survive their re-entry in a robot diving headfirst with a broken faceplate? One word: knuckles. As they begin their descent, you can see the Jaeger's knuckles turn red hot. It's shielding their open cockpit. Not only does their heroic dive look cool, it's functional too. Would that have actually made a difference? Yeah, probably not. But nobody's expecting the giant robot movie to be scientifically accurate. The point is, it was nice that they tried. Pacific Trilogy. In the pre-credits scene, we see Dr. Newton Geisler being held captive in a dark, gloomy bunker somewhere. He's still off his rocker, spouting nonsense about how the overlords will find a way to come back and there's no way humans will be able to stop them this time. Viewers probably felt a minor stirring in their bowels picturing a 3rd film in the works. In an interview with IGN, John Boyega, who played Jake Pentecost and also served as a producer on Uprising, reiterated the potential for a 3rd film, saying, "We'll probably have to go to their world this time." While the box office numbers will ultimately be the deciding factor in whether or not we get to see a 3rd Pacific Rim film, we definitely have our fleshy, non-Jaeger fingers crossed. Thanks for watching. Click the looper icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.